Hey, what's up? It's DJ. New and updated mods for Farm Sim 25 are here for Tuesday, February the 18th. We'll check them all out. In total, 27 mods released. All platforms got 17 new and 4 updates. And PC and Mac players got 4 new and 2 updates. If you like staying updated with all the latest mods of Farm Sim, make sure you're subscribed and let's check them out. Starting off today, new ones for all platforms. We have the Rolland Ampliroll pack from Universe Simu Modding. This has 4 pieces of equipment. You've got the Hooklift trailer itself. Then we have an industrial container, a roll rock container, and a turbo classic container. Starting off with the Hooklift trailer itself, it weighs 11 tons, so it is very heavy. 350 horsepower is required on it. It's going to get that from a PTO. Wheel options from Michelin, Trelleborg, BKT, Nokian tires. You do have a standard and wide setup there. There's also a license plate. If we take a look at the industrial container, this holds everything and holds 45,000 liters of it. So that's very cool. Checking out the roll rock. Again, this is going to hold everything. However, it only holds 15,000 liters of those things. Lastly, we have the Turbo Classic. And again, it holds everything. It holds 36,000 liters of it. Very cool setup here. Very cool to finally see something like this in the game. If you're unfamiliar with Hooklift containers, let me show you how it works. So you buy your container, you buy your trailer, and then you just hit unfold. And what it's going to do is it's going to bring that hook all the way back. Then we just simply line it up with the very front of your container, whatever the container may be, attach it, and then reset it. As you can see, sometimes it holds it the right way, and sometimes it doesn't quite look right, but it works. So there is that. So you've got this, which you can also dump out, and now it just kind of works like a normal trailer, a normal tipper container. Man, I've got the 9S with the biggest engine, and even it is having a bit of a time moving this thing around. Nonetheless, there you go, the Rolland Ampliroll pack. There it is. Next up, new for all platforms, the Krampe BigBody 750 2024. We already have a 750. However, this is the, I guess, 2024 model. It's going to cost you $30,000 or about $35,000 rather. However, with options that it comes with as standard, 50,000 liters, or $50,000 rather, up to 38,000 liters, which is kind of nice. You got plenty of wheel options to choose from. We do have a drawbar at the front, so you could change that look if you would like. There is a steering axle. It's hydraulic or forced steering. In a lot of previous farming simulator games, we had forced steering. So if you're used to that, you can go with it if you'd like. You've also got additional options of a ladder, a platform, or both, and then nothing else. Of course, we talked about that extension already. Main color, we'll change it to green. There you go. And additional options showing as red, which is really interesting. I'm going to change this up to pink and see if we could figure this out. I'm not quite sure. Oh, never mind. It's the stuff on the front. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? And then you've got rim colors, which are rim colors at the end of the day. Next is the John Deere 915 V Ripper from LR Modding. This is a plow. 550 horsepower is required, 8 meter worker width, and 9 miles per hour. What a beautiful piece of equipment. It weighs 6.1 tons, and again, 550 horsepower required. So you're going to need something a little bit bigger than an 8R. Next up, the Kuhn Prolander 6000. This is a 6-meter version of the 7.5 Prolander, the 7.5 meter Prolander that we have in the base game. It is a cultivator, 220 horsepower is required, 6 meter worker width as mentioned, and 9 mile per hour max working speed. You've got Trelleborg, BKT, and that is it. No changes, but you can change them up a little bit. So at least that's nice. You do have something that you can customize. The only problem is, I think they forgot the front wheels because they do not change. Here's a piece of equipment that I think used to be in the base game, the Amazon Catros 6002. This is a cultivator as well. 180 horsepower is required, 6 meter worker width at 10 miles per hour. If I remember correctly, this also used to work with the slurry spreaders. However, this does not have that attachment. Is it just me? I feel like this used to have a slurry attachment. We got another cultivator for you right here. This is the Gorenc Granoter 280 from Wolfx Modding. You do have a roller setup that you can add to this if you would like. 35 horsepower is required, 2.8 meter worker width at 10 miles an hour. The next one is a fan favorite, I think. You might remember seeing this one in previous farming simulator games. It is the Floodlight Trailer from ETS. A. Oh man, weighs 832 kgs. You do have a beacon light, which you can add if you would like to. I think it looks cool. And then lighting design, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, or my favorite, the 4 light spot. You can change up the color of the trailer itself. However, you cannot change up the wheel colors. Sadly, because of the terrible way that things have been done with hitches in Farming Simulator 25, you can't just hook it to anything. It's not a problem with the trailer, it is a problem with the game in general. So let's take this, let's open it up. So this is the unfold animation. It's gonna bring everything together. Then we could start controlling stuff. So you've got full control over the right side of the lights, and then the opposite buttons control everything on the other side. Check that out. You can even go all the way around, which is a lot of fun, but it does stop, so make sure you're pointing them in the right direction to bring it back. There you go. When you're ready to bring it up, press your left and left and right bumpers together, and you can raise it up. There you go. It looking good. And we can even do a full rotation. It's going to spin around just like so, but it will stop, so you will have to turn it back around, but you have full 360 degrees on it. They are super duper bright. When you're all done, just simply click the fold button and it'll bring it all in. However, doesn't look like it brings it down, so you're gonna have to do that manually. Next up, we've got the Shortwood trailer pack. We have 2 trailers, one pulled by a tractor, the other one pulled by a semi-truck. Doesn't look like there's any attachments on the back, so you're not gonna be running a road train with these, but would be very, very cool to see in an update. So maybe you run a bunch of these together. All right, let's take a look. So as far as the bunks go, we've got aluminum and steel. Then we've got 3 design colors, not 1 but 3, and a rim color. So we'll start with the first design. This is going to be pink. So that is not only a design, I would consider the first one a main color. Looks great in onyx black. Then we have a design color here. It's going to change up everything that was red and changes it up to a nice pink. So you can change that whatever. Let's go with a white there. Ooh, that looks pretty good. And then lastly, we have our third design color, which is going to be your mud flaps. Fenders? Fenders. Those are fenders. And the rim colors, of course, are rim colors at the end of the day. If we click on the semi-truck version, you're going to see the exact same setup. Next, we have the lizard coupler triangles. These are actually the crossplay version of a PC mod that has come out today. So if you guys look for, or if you're on PC, there is a PC version of these, but only a PC version of one of them. This one, the regular tractor triangle. The other one, the fast coupler triangle, does not have a PC version today. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Nonetheless, I mean, these exist and you can add some colors to them if you would like. So there you go. Next is a super cool mod. This is the Logistics Center from DjGoHam. What a neat place. At the end of the day, this is a production chain. However, it is not a production chain that you can produce anything. It is one in, one out. The design is insane. It's absolutely insane. All right, we got to check this out. So let's go around. Let's see if we can open any of these doors. Doesn't look like any of them are opening, at least around towards here. We do have our trigger on the outside there, and it doesn't look like we're getting in anywhere. So if you're wanting to go in, you're not going to be. This is where you're going to drop everything off. So any of your productions from production chains or anything like that that you want to distribute, well, you put them there. And then in here, you can see everything that you can send out. So barrel, bathtub, bread, bucket, buffalo milk, buffalo mozzarella, butter, cake, canned peas, canola oil, carrot soup, carrots, carton roll, cement brick, cement bag, cereal, cheese, etc. You guys don't want to hear me read out every single production that's in Farming Simulator 25. But as you can see, it's a lot. All you got to do is just simply set your other productions to, instead of storing here, change those to distributing. And they will distribute to here. And then you can choose what you want to do with that stuff from here. You can set to sell it. You can set it to spawn, whatever you would like. It's a very cool mod. I wish we could go in, but you know what? it's still super duper cool, and I like that it's all in one place. Next is our Farmsilo Package. This includes 3 different silos, which are actually not found in silos. These are found in containers. Through here, you can see we've got a 27,000 liter capacity, another 27,000 liter capacity, and finally a 54,000 liter capacity, so pretty large. The 2 with the white tops can only do seeds and mineral feed. So if you went up to it and you wanted to buy your seeds or your mineral feed from here and fill up the silo, it's only going to be those 2. If you want to add fertilizer, you will need to choose the one here on the far left. So there you go. You can go through, choose your fertilizer, and you're good. You can also change up the color, so everything that's green on these, you can change that to whatever color you would like. Next is the Pigshed. This includes 2 pig sheds, as a matter of fact, 2 pigsties. Of course, easily found in little baby piggies and little baby piggies. One of them is much larger than the other. Both of them have customization options for solar panels, which is very nice. The one on the left, the larger version, will hold 250 head of little baby piggy, and the smaller one will hold 170. Other than that, they're fairly similar, all things considered. Everything's kind of done around towards the front. You can see here, again, everything's kind of done around towards the front. We open it up and it, well, looks identical, at least to me, around towards the inside. So there you go. You've got that all the way down, all the way around, and everything in between. Now, I will say that these do look very good, and if you are on PC and you don't think that 250 or 170 is enough, they do not have any pastures, meaning that you could just increase the number of pigs. Just make sure you don't change the visual number, because then you might run into problems. Next is our Corrugated Shed for $22,400. This could be yours. Oh yeah, $20 per month, so that's not too bad. No configurations, and they actually say that in the mod description, so big shouty outy to Big E for that. They've put in there no configurations. I appreciate that. 3-sided, they say suitable for storing vehicles and equipment, of course, found in sheds. I think they did a really good job with that metal on the inside. Good looking. Next is our old playground decorations. This is a pack of 24 decorations. These are found in decorations, unlike some of the other decorations that are not in decorations. Nonetheless, these through here, you can come in, find what you like. That's actually pretty cool. You may be able to build, I don't know, something kind of neat out of these, but they are a playground. So not so much for Farming Simulator, but for role play or making an area look just a little bit better or making it look a little bit more lived in. This is the pack for you. I like the basketball. Yay! Buzz, buzz, buzz! One of our first Beehouse mods. We've got a couple. However, this is, well, I guess one of the first ones. There is no collision on the door. I'm just learning that. It does have custom sounds, which sound great. They're a little bit louder than the base ones, I think, but because they're custom, I prefer that. And they do say that you can use the Beehouse to make a small income. Just make sure that you put down a pallet spawn point. I did not do that. This will cost you $19,000. If we jump in, you can see it is 33 beehives. 33 on there. Let's see, base game stuff. This one's also 33, so if you're using that one, it is like that. Next to last new one for all platforms is the Stone Selling Station from Dogface. If they release a mod, just download it. It's always awesome. This is going to cost you $750,000, and they say that this is a great place to sell your stones. You can put this stone pile on your farm, and you'll be able to sell stuff right at it. Real easy to find. It's just in sell points, and it is going to be a square, so you can also turn it and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I kind of dig this. Ooh, I wonder if I could put 2 of these beside each other. Oh, I can get it to go up. There you go. So that's what it looks like above ground. Lastly, we've got the Hydrant Pack. Is it just me, or are fire hydrants like super duper popular in Farming Simulator 25 for some reason? Has it always been this way? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. These can be found in containers, and they are all here. There you go. I'm trying to think. are there any of these that we haven't seen before? I'm not quite sure. I know we've got like 3 or 4 hydrant packs now. Jumping over to updates for all platforms, you got the Kuhn Axis 402 is going to be version 1001 that fixed the AI helper. Next is the Kverneland AB 85 that fixed problem with the input attacher joint. Super awesome update to the multi-grain production. They've added rice cake recipe, added a blocking system for the pallet spawning location, keeping pallets from spawning until you are ready for them. You switch on the front side of the building. You've also increased the opening and closing speed of the doors, made the pallets liftable, changed the wheat or whole wheat bread pallet. You can now sell everything with a sell price in base game, plus all the new productions at the new sell point. Change the name of the sell point from multi-sell station to the little market. Change the price of the whole wheat and corn flour as it was too high, well, a little too high they say, and can no longer deliver contracts as it was causing issues with some players. So definitely cool. Check this out if you don't have it already. Additionally, the creator Biggins just sent me a message and wanted me to let you guys know that you can now place this near silos with no conflicts on storage capacity. So big thumbs up there. Last update for all platforms is the Farmhouse Pack V3 is going to be version 1.1. They've added deco props to the houses, added 2 new sheds, and added texture variations. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, we do have the Sauter Tractor Triangle. This is the PC version of the one from all platforms. $350, 250 kgs, and it's going to have colors. Very cool. Is it only changed the little thing at the top? Yep. Next is Contracts Plus. Contracts can now be easily added and removed. The vehicles for the missions have also been adjusted, especially for large missions. There are 3 new options here. We have toggle visibility of the Add and Remove Contracts button, enable or disable borrowing equipment for missions, and maximum number of missions per farm. Next, we have better animal waste products. This mod improves the quality of slurry, manure, and digestate in the game by decreasing the amount used when it is used for fertilizer. In the base game, it was always more financially beneficial to sell slurry, manure, and digestate and buy liquid or solid fertilizer, even on hard economic difficulty. Well, the amount used is reduced by more than half, which makes it financially equal to liquid or solid fertilizer on normal difficulty, but makes it easier to apply as it requires fewer refills. On hard difficulty, it is better to use than to sell as the sell point is reduced, and on easy difficulty, it's still slightly better to sell it and use liquid or solid fertilizer. Last new one for PC and Mac players is the Horse Care Manager. Don't like riding horses, or maybe you're very busy and you don't have time to train them. Well, this helper will do it for you. So there you go. It's basically Horse Helper. Lastly, today we've got some updates for PC and Mac players. I never learned how to say this map name, so we'll call it FD Map 4X version 1.1. 28 paintable floor textures have been added. Lidl car customization. They've installed Snowmass to the streets. Slurry and manure shop has been installed. Reifeisen manure cell fix. Road collision removed. Road marker installed. Collectibles installed. And 1 MW BGA has been installed. They do say a new save game is required. Lastly, we have Move Placeables. Enhancement to the placeable cursor functionality. The cursor no longer needs to remain on the gizmo element after pressing to move a placeable object. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like on it if you did. Get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this. Hope you have an awesome day. Happy Tuesday to you, and we'll see you later.